With neither map nor compass, Ordnance House, Newtown Mahon, is my starting point as I traipse the street of the mad, the dead and the bad. At the pitch pine gates of Shaw's bloody slaughterhouse, the sweet and sour smell of pig shit wafts over the squeals of terror. The siren beckons, clogged pork butchers, sharpening their knives of steel to carve the finest cuts of ham and bacon for the bone china plates of the well-heeled, while the city's poor devour the entrails of swine under the watchtower of the jail, in front of its needle-pointed railings. My first salute is from a dancing, tweed-coated, toothless man. "Well, boss," he says, as he waltzes alone. His name is Raymond Troy, but known to all since the day he was born as Bisto. Caruso arms outstretched, he sways and sings a ballad of his own making. The street was named after the Lord Lieutenant. He visited just once when we had landlords and tenants. The son of a Tory, he became a Whig. This majestic boulevard's famous for the pig. A writer and a dandy by temperament, too honest for politics. They say he was the last of the true romantics. Oh, Normanby Street has everything. Markets to sell butter, pigs and hay. A battery to keep the natives at bay. A cobbled yard to drill young men sent out to die for empire and king. It has early houses for the thirsty and loveless, a boot factory for the shoeless, a jail to punish the poor, a tea importer, a headstone maker, a dusty flour mill for the baker, a rope walk for making a noose, a fair green with frisky horses and wild cattle on the loose, a madhouse if you're not right in the head, a spacious graveyard for when you're dead. The whole town knows Bisto. He drank a spinster aunt's farm, 40 good acres with frontage near Ballybricken. In the rats from drink, but well enough to be let out each morning from the lunatic asylum. In his surgeon's hands, the singing, waltzing Pierrot clenches a crumpled paper twist to cargo coins of silver and copper when he heads to Mousy Delaney, the blind huckster. Bisto's scribbled list doesn't vary very much. A golden pimple necked quart of Lucasade for poor, demented Jackie Stritch. A few loose players for Mad Mary, the Examiner for Father Tom Tracy. A bar of fries for Jimmy Morrissey. Hair clips and rouge for Michael the Lady. When his errands are complete, Bisto will return to Joseph's, where strait-jacketed time is counted by the asylum's four-faced clock. The days of ice-cold baths are long gone, banished like the all-seeing eyes of the governor's panopticon. In these more enlightened days, the tormented are treated with wonder drugs, talk therapy and ECT. I continue my stroll, nodding at a few more familiar faces, broken men and women whose countenance are marked out with the crow's feet of poverty. I pass the gaunt Victorian villas on the left-hand side of the street. Baru House is my next stop, constructed in 1880 AD. A lofty, red-bricked house built for a horse dealer with notions. Just last week, an obituary in the Times of London revealed that his famous writer daughter was sadly deceased. 100 yards up the street, just across from the pike, the fair green wall is beginning to crumble. White, hand-painted words boldly proclaim Kemi for the council. I first heard of Big Jim at my grandmother's funeral. Under a black mantilla, a pillar of the community asked, "What's that fucking communist doing here?" The solid stonemason stayed at the back of the cathedral, quietly paying his respects. I crossed the forked road, continuing on my way. My quarry this morning is to find the final resting place of Ellen Sharkey, aged 53 in 1855. Ellen was the very first to be placed under the stony, loamy soil at Spittal Land, location 90A. For 6 years, the wealthy of the town refused to be buried, alongside the poor, starving and demented. This was finally resolved by creating separate quarters for the poor and the quality. Who says death has no hierarchy?